We are hearing Upadesamrita, last 11th verse, commentary by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. I have to open where we finished. Prabhupada said that Gauranga Mahaprabhu sent Bhaktivinoda Thakur to remove all those misconceptions by Upasampradayas. By his own proper conduct, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur showed the path revealed by Sri Rupa to the souls of this world. Sheltered by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and filled with loving devotion, the Upadesamrita became their own. Devotees do not follow the deceptions of Kali. They consider them mundane and recognize the nectar of Sri Rupa's teachings to be non-different from the nectar of Sri Gaura's teachings. They do not listen to any other teachings. When Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur saw the world's aversion to Sri Gaura and absence of love for Radha Krishna, when he saw the world's condition and mentality devoid of devotion to Krishna, he became silent on the pretext of rheumatism. Adopting a material condition, repeatedly saying, "Reach Braja by giving up the mundane," and seeing the earth devoid of devotion to Krishna, he manifests infirmity and within his inner absorption happily served the Lord. Fools do not understand the pride of false devotees and make offense at the feet of true devotees. They want to see devotees from their own insignificant position, and ultimately they offend them. Alas. So up to here we heard Jiber Durgoti Heri Koto Oshru Pata Kori Shuddha Bhakti Korite Prachar Adeshilo Bhakta Raja Koro Gaura Hori Kaj Ebe Tumi Koriya Achar. Seeing the degradation of the souls and weeping profusely, the foremost of devotees, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, instructed me to propagate pure devotion. Now you perform the work of Gaura Hari and practice it yourself. Koro Gaura Hari Kaj, eve tumi koriya achar. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was preaching everywhere, and that pure teaching, and Srila Prabhupada, Bimala Prasad was always assisting him wherever he went and with publishing and always. So now Bhaktivinoda Thakur is playing the pastime of old age, infirmity, and was not active externally, so he instructed Srila Prabhupada to continue the work of Mahaprabhu by practicing yourself. Hridoye bolilo keba deita daser seva gopidon kotar kirton. Piyusha varshini briti tar koro anuvriti prachar koro anukon. He also told me within my heart, Deita Das, your service is to spread the glory of the gopis' wealth. Write a sub-commentary that is the Anuvriti, on the Piyushavarshini Vriti and propagate it continuously. Bhaktivinoda Thakur made short this Piyushavarshini Vriti commentary, and he instructed here Prabhupada to write further and always propagate it, because it is very important for sadhakas to follow this. Otherwise, deviations and sense gratification, all these things are happening. But Upadesamrita can protect us from going in wrong direction, where Kali Maharaj or Maya wants to take us. Binoder Padarenu Smori Jobe Arambinu Anuvriti Korite Likhon Ashta Shlok Hole Por Bhakati Binod Bor Bijay Korilo Brajapon. I began, means Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is telling, that time he was Bimala Prasad. I began to write the sub-commentary, meditating on the foot dust of Sri Bhakti Vinod, but after only 8 verses were completed, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur departed for the forest of Braja. Means he left this world and rejoined the eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna. Adya Shubha Radha Dine Karo Kripa Dinohine Shuddha Bhagavata Harijon Anubriti Samapya Taba Kore Samarpya Dante Trina Koriya Dharon. Today, on the auspicious day of Sri Radha's appearance, please be merciful to this poor, lowly soul, O pure devotee of the Lord. Shuddha Bhagavata Hari John, personal associate of Hari, pure Bhagavat, pure devotee. I have completed this sub-commentary and I place it in your hand, holding straw between my teeth. That is sign of humility, surrender. Gadadhar Din Dhari Payacho Gaurahari Bhakati Vinod Prabhu Bor Upadesamrita Dhara Shikta Hoye Bhava Kara Sukha Mukta Hoy Jeno Nor. Choosing the day of Sri Gadadhar, you have reached Gaurahari, O greatest of masters, Sri Bhakti Vinod. On same day as Gadadhar's, I think it is disappearance day, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also disappeared on the same day. May all souls be bathed in the current of the Upadesamrita and become free from the pleasures of the prison of material existence. It is a prison we are not feeling because we are so illusioned, but it is actually prison for the soul. We cannot have freedom here. We have to work continuously, forcefully, to maintain this body and all these things and suffering. When one gets a glimpse of transcendental plane, then he can understand that this is actually prison. Chaitanyabda Chatu Shoto Ashtavingsha Holegoto Hrishikesh Dvavingsha Divose Shri Brajapatane Bosi Chinti Gaurapada Shashi Lobi Suko Rupanuga Josh. It is Joshe, but in Bengali this E is missing, Joshe. On the 22nd day of the month of Hrishikesh in the year 428 of the Chaitanya era, that is on 18th August 1914, on Sri Radhashtami Tithi, sitting in Sri Brajapatan, that is during Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Leela in Navadip, that was Chandrasekharacharya's house, this Brajapatan, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to do kirtans also, like in Srivasangan. And that drama also he made there, where he played the Adya Shakti, original Shakti, dancing. So that place was the bhajan place of Bimala Prasad during that time of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Gaurkishore Das Babaji. He would do bhajan, and later on he made Chaitanya Mat there, original Chaitanya Mat, and his Samadhi is also there. So he's saying, sitting in Sri Brajapatan and thinking of the feet of the moon of the moon, Sri Gaura, I find the joy in the glory of the followers of Sri Rupa. In this world, we are envious of glory of other. We cannot tolerate. But Prabhupada, he's telling, I'm finding joy in the glory of followers of Rupa Goswami. Means I'm their servant. In this world, we have conditioned souls. We have Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarja. Matsarja means this envy. Kama means selfish desire of any kind. It is emerging from false ego. I am this body, then these desires are coming. If they are fulfilled, then Lobha will come, greed. That desire will increase. Like that example is given in Bhagavatam, if you pour ghee to the fire, fire will increase. You cannot put down the fire by that, extinguish the fire. Like that, the more you fulfill your desires, the more you become greedy. But if they are not fulfilled, then you become angry, krodha. So it depends. First there is kama. Then if not fulfilled, it will become krodha. And then also we are blind and doing wrong things. If fulfilled, then lobha is coming. And when we have that enjoying spirit, then also moha is coming. We become attached to these sense objects or to relations, and we think we possess, we are the possessor, it is mine and for me. That is bewilderment, moha, attachment. We heard in Bhagavatam also. And the more we have those things for enjoyment, property, those attachments, then we become proud. I have so much. That is mada, pride, like intoxicated pride. When you are proud, then if you see someone another enjoyer, he has more than you of all these things, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, someone has more items, then we become Matsarja. We become envious and we want to harm that person. We want to put him down and up. So that is conditioned soul. In this way, because of misconception of self, we have this Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarja. But we heard in Bhagavatam that scripture is for Nirmatsaranam Satam. It is only for those who are near Matsara. They have no envy. If you have envy, then you can never hear the glories of Krishna and his associates. You will become envious. So only those who become devotees, they understand that I am eternal servant of Krishna and his personal associates. They are getting joy in singing the glories of Krishna and his devotees. By serving them, this jiva, who is a devotee, can get transcendental bliss. But as long as envy is there, it proves the false ego is there. That karma is there. So then all quarrels and everything is coming from that, killing, everything. So our Gurudev went to United Nations organization for like keeping peace in the world. There should not be any wars. Gurudev said, they themselves admitted, we made this organization, but we failed till now to bring about permanent peace in the world. No wars. We failed. Then Gurudev said, if jivas can understand that Krishna is the only proprietor of everything, and we also belong to him, then only it is possible to have peace in this world, no wars like this, otherwise it is impossible. You cannot think that having one world government will bring peace. Impossible. That is impractical. Because karma is there. Where there is karma, there is krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarja. But if jiva can understand that I am eternal servant of Krishna, everything belongs to him, I belong to him, everything, everyone and everyone else belong to him, then there is no more this envy and violence, no, loving relations. So when our Parangurudev had that Harikatha lecture in that interreligious conference, he told this. It is the task of all religion to make people understand this point, that all jivas are coming from the same source and they have mutual relation. It is not I am Chinese, you are American, so yeah, this is mine, a friend, that is enemy, another. Or Russian, or this, that is all false ego outside. So as long as false ego is there, it is inevitable there will be Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarja. You cannot. So the task of our religion is to awake this truth about self and relation with Krishna and with all others, then only it is possible. Ambarish Maharaj understood this. Although he was a king, but he understood this. He did not consider this is my property. And he thought, if I will think this is mine, anything is mine, it means I will have to suffer in hell. Means that sort of thinking, that sort of mentality is in itself suffering, hell. He knew this. That is why he had no attachment, though he was legal owner, but had no attachment to whole world kingdom. He thought this is temporary, it is not mine, it belongs to Krishna. So he was not thinking this is mine and I can use for my own selfish sense gratification. He was doing his duty as a king. He did so many sacrifices for the benefit of citizens, and all were happy. All material necessities of everyone were fulfilled in his kingdom. And he also gave mandatory that everyone has to, it was a rule, a law, everyone has to hear Harikatha. So everyone were hearing Harikatha and they got spiritual bliss. Not only were their material necessities fulfilled, but also spiritual necessities because of hearing Harikatha, arranged by Ambarish Maharaj. So they lost all desires for enjoyment in this world, also in next world, like in heavenly planets, which generally people they want, Dharma, Artha, Kama. They had no such desire. They only want service of Krishna. So that is proper solution to have peace in this world. Otherwise, everything else is impractical, impossible. You may have some period in some area where there is no fighting, external fighting, but that is temporary and it is all the time going on. Because false ego, false desire, then clashing among selfish interests. So if you want to do good to ourselves and if you want to do good to others, then we have to adopt this process of devotion to Krishna. So here Prabhupada is saying, I find the joy in the glory of the followers of Sri Rupa, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Guru Parampara. By explaining Upadesamrita, following, taking dust from their lotus feet, I am finding joy, means sukh, bliss, in the glory of the followers of Sri Rupa. So then, here there is given discourse at Sri Radhakunda by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur on 16th October 1932 on the bank of Sri Radhakunda during Sri Gauriya Mat's Brajamandal Parikrama in the afternoon of the party's third day at Sri Radhakunda and 8th day of Parikrama. Prabhupada is saying, we are present today between Sri Radhakunda and Sri Shyama Kunda. You know, that place where there is partition. We are the Gauriya Sri Rupanuga Sampradaya. We do not speak of anything except service under the guidance of Sri Rupa. Before we discuss everything, Sri Rupa's Upadesamrita has said to pull us out of the mud of the contamination we attribute to the name of the followers of Sri Rupa. Please hear the glories of Sri Rupa within this song by Sri Rupa's follower, Srila Narottam Thakur. Before we discuss everything, Sri Rupa has, we have dirty eyes, so we cannot see the glory of the followers of Sri Rupa. So we have to come out from that mud by hearing this song. Then they were singing Shri Rupa Manjari Pada. The Shri Rupa Manjari Pada, say more Sampada, say more Bhajana Pujan, say more Prana Dhan, say more Abharan, say more Jibon Jibon. The lotus feet of Shri Rupa Manjari are my fortune. They are my service and my worship. They are the wealth of my heart. They are my ornaments. They are the very life of my life. Say more Asanidhi, say more Banchasiddhi, say more Pederodharam. Say Brata, say Tapa, say more Mantra Japa, say more Dharma Karam. They are my ocean of nectar. They are the fulfillment of my desires. They are my scriptural duty, my vows, my austerities, my chanting of mantras, and my virtuous acts. Anukula hobe bidi, sepode hoibe siddhi, nirakivo edui noyone. Serupa madhuri rashi, prana kubalaya shashi, prapulito hobe nishidine. When providence favors me, I will reach those feet and see them with these two eyes. Shri Rupa's abounding beauty is the moon of the lotus of my heart, which will bloom night and day. That lotus, white lotus, that is blossomed or opened by moonlight. So the beauty of Shri Rupa Manjari is like that moonlight which will open the lotus of my heart, which will bloom night and day. Tua adarshana ahi garale jaralo dehi chirodin tapita jibon. Haha Prabhu korodoya deho more padachaya narotam loilo sharan. Afflicted by the poison of the snake of separation from you, my body wastes away and my heart constantly burns. Alas, O mistress, be merciful. Give me the shade of your feet. Narottam Das has taken shelter of you. And another song by Srila Narottam Thakur, one Prabhu, here it is written, Haripat Vidyaratna Mahodoy was chanting this, singing these songs, the request of Prabhupada. Then another one, Sunyachi Sadhu Mukhe Bole Sarvajon, Shri Rupa Kripai Mile Jugalacharan. I have heard from the mouth of the sadhus, and everyone says that by the mercy of Shri Rupa, souls attain the feet of the divine couple. Haha Prabhu Sanatan Gaura Paribar, Sobe Mili Bancha Purna Koroho Amar. O Prabhu Sanatan, O associates of Shri Gaura, may you all unitedly fulfill my desires. Shri Ruper Kripa Jeno Ama Proti Hoy, Se Pada Ashray Jar Sei Mahashoy. May Shri Rupa be merciful to me. Those who have taken shelter of Shri Rupa's feet are great souls. Abu Lokanath Kobe Sange Loya Jabe, Shri Ruper Pada Padme More Samarpibe. When will my master, Shri Lokanath, who is Diksha Guru of Narottam Thakur, take me with him and offer me to the lotus feet of Shri Rupa? Heno ki hoibe mor narma soki gone, Anugata narotame koribe shasane. Will I ever attain this? Will the intimate Sakis ever chastise their follower Narottam? In another one song, Narottam Thakur told from that Manjari platform that Manjulali Manjari, that is Lokanath Goswami in his Siddha Swarup, she took me and offered me to Rupa Manjari to be engaged in the service of Radha Krishna under her guidance, Rupa Manjari. When the kirtan ended, Srila Prabhupada began to speak again. If we are to attain the mercy of Sri Vrishabhanu Nandini, that is Radharani, then we have no means other than subservience to Sri Rupa Manjari. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami is the foremost follower of Sri Rupa. Sri Jiva is a follower of Raghunath. The instructions that Sri Rupa Goswami has given are revealed in the hearts of the highest section of devotees, that is, the Paramahamsa Vaishnavas. The bank of Sri Radha Kunda is not simply a holy place like Jambudvip, Vaikunta, or the district of Mathura. For those who beg for the lotus feet of Sri Radha, there is no other place to take shelter. Sri Radha Kunda is their one and only place of shelter, and Sri Upadesamrita has explained how they are to follow the path to Sri Radha Kunda. Because a faint presence of the message of Sri Rupa can be found in the hearts of the Paramahamsas, the first verse of Sri Upadesamrita is the same as a verse from the Hamsa Gita in the Mahabharata. Vacho vegam manasah krodha vegam jiva vegam udaropasta vegam etan vegan jo vishaheta dhira sarvam apivam prithivim sashishyat. So this is the first verse of Upadesamrita. Vakya Vek, giving up talk of Sri Krishna and those devoted to Krishna and talking about other things. That is this urge of speech. Sitting silently is also Vakya Vek. It is unexpressed Vakya Vek. If you don't speak, that is also Vakya Vek because only it is not expressed. Those who speak about numerous worldly matters, whose speaking power has waywardly remained engaged in worldly talk, be it in this birth or a previous birth, may remain silent with the desire of taking rest for a while after saying many things to atone for their sins. Some may become silent for a week, and some may have performed an act of remaining silent for ages. But inside, their unexpressed urge to speak remains like a loaded gun. Genuine goodness can never come about through such artificial endeavors. I heard recently one went to do silent meditation for 2 weeks. In those 2 weeks, you are not allowed to speak with anyone, no mobile, no nothing, and only that meditation, silent meditation or meditation in silence. But it is only for 2 weeks. So here Prabhupada is telling this point. That is unexpressed only. You cannot lose desire for speaking about worldly things by restricting speech. Like fasting from food. That will not remove the desire. So that is why devotees, they are not stopping speaking, but they are not speaking about worldly things. They are constantly speaking about Krishna. Kirtaniya sadahuri. That is the proper use of tongue, not silence, but singing the glories of Krishna. Otherwise, what is the use of tongue? Hrishikena Hrishikesha Sevanam. With all our senses, we have to serve the master of the senses. Sevan mukhe hi jiva ado swayameva spurata. You have to become inclined to serve Krishna by engaging all the senses, beginning with the tongue. Jiva ado. Beginning with tongue. Then all other senses also, when they are engaged in the service of Krishna, then Krishna can be revealed to us. Krishna will reveal himself to us, to such service-inclined senses. So if someone is only remaining silent, urge to speak remains like a loaded gun. Bullet is there inside, but now not shooting. But when time will come, they will shoot. Genuine goodness can never come about through such artificial endeavors. Only the tongue that resonates talk of Krishna is chaste. A tongue that croaks like a frog about worldly matters or indulges in unexpressed vakyavek by remaining silent like a python has no chastity. One is enjoyment, another is renunciation. But that is not chastity for like wife, I told one day or 2 days before, wife belongs to husband, so her natural that duty is to serve husband, should not exploit husband or renounce or kill herself. Then she will not be benefited, nor husband, no one. So like that, we all jivas, we are Prakriti of Krishna. He is Purusha, we are Prakriti. So Prakriti's natural function is to serve the Purusha. Then that is chastity. We have no reason to remain silent. Yes, we have heard the dictum, Kirtaniya Sadahori. Who said it? Mahaprabhu said. So Prabhupada is telling, we heard this from Mahaprabhu. Why we will remain silent? Kirtaniya Sadahori. We must always glorify the Lord. The subject, that is Ashray, and object, that is Bishoy, of the respective rasas of those who relish the various rasas in the service of Krishna should be discussed. Bishoy means object of love. Ashray means that one who possesses both of love for that object. So there are different rasas, different relationships. The devotees of the Lord have no other life. Their life is filled exclusively with devotion, with the endeavor to gratify the senses of Krishna. Their devotion is not mixed with abstract knowledge, jnana, meditation, yoga, or austerity, tapasya. Their entire life, their everything, their sustenance is Krishna's service. The service of Krishna is performed in 5 forms. In Shantarasa, there is residence on the bank of the Jamuna in the district of Mathura. In Dasya Rasa, the trees like this. In Dasya Rasa, there is subservience to Raktaka, Patraka and Chitraka. In intimate Sakya Rasa, there is compliance with Sudam, Sridam, Stoka Krishna and others. In Vatsalya Rasa, there is subservience to Sri Nanda and Jashoda, and in Madhuras, there is servitorship to the gopis of Braja. You can become an emperor by holding the supramundane dust of the gopis' feet on your head. Then you can serve Krishna. If you adorn your head with the dust from the feet of the surrendered Vaishnavas, then you will attain all perfection. Naishamati stavat uru kramangrim sprishati anarta pagamo yat artah mahia sampada rajo bhishekam nishkinchananam na vrinita javat. Who said this verse? This is Prahlad Maharaj. When Hiranyakashipu asked him, if your teachers did not give you this devotion to Vishnu, then from where you got it? Then Prahlad said, I did not get from myself, I did not get from them, or for any conditioned soul in this world attached to the senses, and not by combined effort of all of us. I did not get. It is impossible. Even a drop of devotion to Krishna you cannot get. I got it from Nishkinchan. That is one who has no other desires, no proprietorship, nothing, only exclusively surrendered to Krishna. That is Narad Goswami, from him I got. So the meaning of this verse from Bhagavatam is, so long as souls attached to worldly happiness do not bath in the dust of the feet of great souls who are detached from this world, their consciousness, which is intent upon the removal of misfortune, cannot touch the Lord's feet. They are Nishkinchan, totally detached from this world. By their grace only, our mind can go to Krishna. The only duty of the gods of the earth, that is the Brahmanas, and all other classes, is service to Krishna. If they do not do this, they all must become subject to punishment by Yamaraj. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Yamaraj said to his attendants, Tan anayadvam asato vimukhan mukunda padaravindam akarandarasata jasram nishkinchanaih paramahang sakulera sanger justad grihe nirayavartmani vada trishnan. Bring me the non-devotees who are bound by desire to the path to hell, that is their homes, and averse to the taste of the nectar from the Lord's lotus feet, which is relished by the selfless Paramahamsas, free from bad association. So only those who are devotees, tasting the nectar of the glories of Krishna, they will not go to Yamaraja's place after giving up this body. They will go to Krishna. Everyone else, those who are non-devotees, they are in the jurisdiction of Yamaraj, that is, the court is there. That does not mean that Yamaraj is only punishing like for sinful activities. No. Everyone enters that court. And there it is seen, the recording is there, what good you did, what sinful activities you did. Then accordingly you will get the result in next birth. Someone may have a lot of pious activities, little sinful activities. He will not go to hell, but Yamaraj is calculating and judging all these things for everyone. So there was one Kitish in one village in India. It is a real story. He was 12 years old boy. He died and he was taken to Yamaraj. And he was very afraid. What is this going on? Then Yamaraj, the servants brought him there. Then Yamaraj told, this is not the right Kitish. There is another Kitish in that village. He's 88 years old. You should bring that to me, not this one. So that was Lila, of course. So they brought back this to life, and everyone thought he's a ghost. He said, no, I'm not a ghost. I'm real. I was taken to Yamaraj, but they sent me back. Then because he did not want to go there, he was searching, what is this? And by Krishna's grace, he came to Navadip Dham and he met Srila Bhakti Rakka Kshidhardev Goswami Maharaj. And he told him, this happened to me. So what is this? Then Sridhar Maharaj said, yes, that is the court of Yamaraj. It is not fictitious. It really exists. It is described in scripture, and those who have eyes, they can see. And those who die, but they are not devotees, they will go there. And they will be judged justly. There is no injustice there. What you did, that is shown there, everything. And accordingly, next birth you will get. Then this boy, he said to Sridhar Maharaj then, but I don't want to go there. How I can be rescued? Then Sridhar Maharaj said, then you will have to accept the service of Krishna. You will have to do Harinam. Then he accepted Harinam initiation and Diksha, and his name became Krishna Sharan Das. He's a real man. Then later on he took sannyas from Srila Govinda Maharaj. I don't know if he is still living, but our Gurudev directly spoke with him, and also Srila Bhaktinanda Sai Maharaj. He told me, yes, I know him. And sometimes he told that story, how as a boy he was taken to Yamaraj. It is not fictitious. So we should not take it lightly, but we should be careful about what we are doing with this life. We got this human birth only for worship of Krishna. We should not indulge in other things. Jihvana Vakti Bhagavad Guna Namadheyam Chetascha Nasmarati Tacharanara Vindam Krishnaya no Namatiya Chira Ekadapi Tan Ana Yadvam Asato Krita Vishnu Krityan. Yamaraj continues, bring me the non-devotees whose tongues have never even once uttered the Lord's name or qualities, whose minds have never even once remembered his lotus feet, whose heads have never even once bowed to Krishna, and who have never even once served Krishna. Then, Manasah Krodha Vegam, the mind has two types of urges, reciprocal affection and reciprocal opposition. The urge for affection and the urge for opposition. Jihva, Udar and Tupasta Vegas, these are the three types of bodily urges. That is tongue, belly and genitals. One who can control the urges of the body, the mind and speech is a carrier of the triple staff, Tridandi, and engaging these three types of urges in Krishna service is a characteristic of being a master of the senses, Goswami. If we are to engage in Krishna service, then we must become a Goswami. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati, a resident of Kamyavan, was such a Tridandi Goswami. You know, in South India, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Venkatabhata's house, his brother is Prabodhananda Saraswati. At first, they were all Ramanuja Sampradaya devotees, but by the association of Mahaprabhu, they became worshippers of Radha Krishna. The son of Venkatabhata is Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Prabodhananda Saraswati is his uncle. So after they got grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then Prabodhananda Saraswati, he was Tridandi sannyasi already from before in that Ramanuja Sampradaya. So he did not give up that because that is fine. He only was worshipping Radha Krishna as under the guidance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But outwardly he was a sannyasi, and he wrote because Tridanda sannyasi is written in scriptures, and he wrote that Radha Rasa Sudanidhi, or those who are reading these books, they're speaking against Tridanda sannyas, not knowing that the author is a Tridandi sannyasi. Only Babaji is in Gaur Sampradaya. No, that is not true. He was a Tridandi sannyasi. That is according to Shastra. By engaging body, mind, and speech for the service of Krishna, that is Tridanda. You punish your body, mind, and speech by engaging in the service of Krishna. And tomorrow we will hear further this.